The Wilkes Air Conditioning and Heating Drive for 5 on San Antonio Sports Leader, 1250 ESPN San Antonio. Powered by Mad Dogs on the Riverwalk and by Mini of San Antonio.
We knew, basketball is a game of runs. We weren't able to, to make enough shots and be able to execute enough to be able to stop the run. So the second half, they kind of got away from us. What can you do to an extremely talented team? That was one of the keys we wanted to, try not to happen, was turn the ball over and fuel that break. And they were able to do that, and they started making the three ball, and the confidence started going up, and the building started to get loud, and it's all downhill from there.
16 turnovers on Tuesday, so Spurs doing.
Huh?
16 turnovers on Tuesday, so you guys losing so much.
Oh yeah, it was a tough game too on the road. They turned the defensive pressure up. They were able to, force us into tough situations, get their hands on the ball. They were extremely active, and you got to credit their defense. They turned it up a notch. We didn't match it, and caused the turnovers.
What do they do differently from game 1 to game 2 defensively?
They pretty much have the same scheme. From what I saw out there on the court, they just were a little more aggressive. They were able to get their hands on the ball. When they play with that length and they come out and step their intensity up a notch, it makes everything a little harder. There's certain things we have to do better, of course, as a team, but, we'll try to do, better on game 3.
You say aggressive, does that mean hedging on the screen and roll?
No, just aggressive. I think just a mentality. They came out probably with their back against the wall. They probably figured that this was a must-win for them. So, they came out with that intensity, and we didn't match it. There's certain things that we're going to have to be able to do for Game 3 to be able to kind of balance their intensity and their pressure.
You have to be stronger with the ball.
Oh yeah, of course, be strong with the ball, but they're so athletic that you can't really play in a crowd. It's kind of one dribble and get off of it, or one dribble and get a shot. Tonight we got in the situations where we maybe took 1 or 2 dribbles, too much, and kind of got stuck with the ball and nothing to do, and that kind of energized them because they were able to get in the passing lane and stuff like that and get going. So, we know what we have to do. We just didn't execute today. You got to give them great credit. They came out and forced the tempo and played the way they wanted to play. So, game 3 we have to make the adjustments and execute them.
LeBron was laying in the weeds, it looked like for most of the game, but he's still able to suck the defense in, and then Allen and Miller started hitting those threes, and that's when the avalanche started. I know it's a tough check, but how do you try to keep him from being that effective?
A guy as talented as LeBron, you said he's laying in the weeds. He wasn't laying in the weeds. He's on the court. You're going to respect him. He's one of those guys that you have to guard with 5 people. You have to guard him as a unit. And his basketball IQ is phenomenal. So he was able to make the right decisions today, and they made the shots. In that third quarter, they were able to make shots, that they missed in game 1. So, we just have to be able to, in game 3, be able to pick the intensity up to try to take away both.
As tough as this one is, nice feeling going home 1-1?
Maybe when we wake up in the morning, it's going to be a quiet plane. The object's not to win 1 game, it's to win 4. So that's how we're looking at it. We're looking at the adjustments and getting ready to try to, win game 3.
You had